Hello again. All right, ready for chapter 9. Michael Eisner's plan worked. Sales at Disney skyrocketed as people embraced a whole new wave of Disney movies and characters. Michael Eisner felt that it was the perfect time to expand the Disney brand into new areas and locations in hopes of gaining even more customers. Quote, we keep moving forward, opening new doors and doing new things because we're curious, and curiosity keeps leading us down new paths. Walt Disney. I hope you always stay curious. Such a wonderful thing to be. The Walt Disney Company opened 7 new Disney theme parks, including 2 overseas, Tokyo Disneyland and Euro Disney Resort, now called Disneyland Paris. Have y'all been to either one of that? I didn't even know they were there. Wow. It renovated old attractions at Disneyland, which were 35 years old at the time, and opened new attractions such as Captain EO and Star Tours, which targeted older children and teenagers. At Walt Disney World, the company expanded with several new theme parks, including Hollywood Studio and Animal Kingdom at Disneyland. It opened Disney California Adventure. It was an exciting time for Disney theme parks. Visitors came from all over the world and sales grew. The Walt Disney Company expanded in television too. During the 1990s, the Walt Disney Company acquired ABC and 10 cable channels, including the popular sports channel ESPN. Acquire, to purchase another company. Fun fact, Mickey Mouse has more than 130 different outfits. I didn't know that either, ranging from a scuba suit to a tuxedo. Minnie Mouse has more than 100 outfits, ranging from a cheerleader uniform to evening gowns. Oh, that's crazy. Let's see. It created the Disney Channel, which aired Disney cartoons and movies 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and became a favorite channel of many children. Disney was now one of the biggest television companies in the world. The Walt Disney Company even brought the magic of Disney to the prestige of New York City's Broadway theaters. Disney on Broadway opened Beauty and the Beast in 1994 and The Lion King in 1997. Both theatrical productions were very successful and led to future Broadway shows like Mary Poppins and Aladdin. The Walt Disney Company continued to expand its brand into new areas. Here are some examples of Disney's brand's extensions during Michael Eisner's reign as CEO, like a king reign. Stores. The company opened Disney stores all over the country, which sold merchandise like toys, costumes, and clothing. I think there's a Disney store out at Lakeline Mall. I haven't been out there for such a long time. Cruise ships. Disney Cruise Lines set sail, entertaining families throughout the Caribbean, or Caribbean. I'm not sure which is correct. I usually say Caribbean. But I've actually been on the Disney cruise. We did a family thing. That was a lot of fun with all the cousins. Books and magazines. The Disney Publishing Group produced Disney Magazine and published books based on Disney stories and Disney characters. Real estate. Disney Real Estate sold vacation homes near Walt Disney World Resort. Sports. The Walt Disney Company even entered the world of professional sports. In 1993, Disney launched a National Hockey League, NHL, expansion team called the Mighty Ducks. Did you know that? In 1997, Disney purchased and took control of a Major League Baseball MLB team, the Anaheim Angels. During the time Michael Eisner led the Walt Disney Company, Disney exploded in growth on many levels. Sales grew from $1.5 billion a year to more than $80 billion a year. It's a lot of money. Stocks surged, sending Disney's market value from $2 billion to $67 billion. Market value, a calculation used to determine the value of a company. Market value equals current share prices multiplied by the number of outstanding shares. This is kind of stuff you learn in college, like in in classes that talk about businesses. And the number of cast members grew from 28,000 to 129,000 cast members. Disney it seemed was everywhere, but now the company had a different problem. Chapter 10: The Rescuers. Some Disney cast members, fans, and an individual who holds an important leadership position within a company and helps make major decisions, including Walt Disney's nephew, Roy E. Disney, were angry. They thought that Michael Eisner had expanded the Disney brand too much and was too focused on making a profit at any expense. They thought that Michael Eisner had diluted the Disney brand. Dilute, to weaken. When a company dilutes its brand, it expands into too many areas and loses focus on what is special about its brand. Quote, "When you believe in a thing, believe in it all the way, implicitly and unquestionably." Walt Disney. Let's see, where did I say? It diluted the Disney brand. Instead, Roy E. Disney and his supporters wanted to preserve the heritage and magic around the Disney name and brand. On top of that, Michael Eisner was known for being a challenging man to work for, and employee morale seemed low. Employee morale. Overall, job satisfaction and feeling that employees have in the workplace. High employee morale means that people are happy and they want to work hard at their jobs. Low morale means people are unhappy, frustrated, and dissatisfied with their jobs. Roy E. Disney and his supporters wanted a change, starting with Michael Eisner. They wanted Michael Eisner to leave the Walt Disney Company, but because he was the CEO, the only way to fire Michael Eisner was to encourage the board of directors and stock owners to vote him out. Voting really is a pretty popular thing to do. I mean, a powerful thing to do. Board of directors, a group of individuals that are elected and as representatives of the stockholders. They help make major company decisions like hiring and firing a CEO. Every public company must have a board of directors. Some private companies have them too. Soon, a group called Save Disney was established to do just that. In 2004, the board of directors voted that Michael Eisner step down as chairman of the board. Later, under pressure from the board, he resigned as CEO. Despite the abrupt ending to Michael Eisner's career at Disney, he would be remembered as being a very smart, very successful businessman. During the 20 years he had been CEO, the Walt Disney Company had grown from a struggling entertainment company into a major media corporation. Save Disney! Bob Iger becomes the next CEO. Disney announced its next CEO, a man named Bob Iger. Bob had been in the entertainment business since 1974. He started his career at ABC as a weatherman in Ithaca, New York, and he worked his way up to over the years, eventually becoming president and chief operating officer of the Walt Disney Company in 2000. One of Bob's biggest challenges was to keep Disney fresh and exciting while staying true to its heritage and traditions. Bob Iger explained, "When you deal with a company that has a great legacy, you deal with decisions and conflicts that arise from a clash of heritage versus the innovation versus relevance. I'm a big believer in respect for heritage, but I'm also a big believer in the need to innovate and the need to balance that respect for heritage with the need to be relevant." That meant that when he became CEO of Disney, Bob Iger had to balance keeping Disney true to its beloved history while growing the company with new ideas. And fun facts here. Ever wonder what the tallest attraction of Walt Disney World are? I wonder what the tallest attractions are. Number 1, Expedition Everest at Disney Animal Kingdom, 200 feet. 2, the Twilight Zone, Tower of Terror at Disney's Hollywood Studios, 199 feet. I went on that. It's so much fun. Magic Kingdom's Cinderella Castle, 189 feet. Spaceship Earth at Epcot, 183 feet. Space Mountain at Magic Kingdom, 180 feet. The Tree of Life at Disneyland's Animal Kingdom, 145 feet. You know, this Space Mountain, have you ever done this? A lot of it's done in the dark, I remember. And I remember my daughter, and by the way, I'm using my picture of my daughter. She's probably about this age when we went. I'm using this as a bookmark. But when we went in there, I remember her just saying, I'm okay. If memory serves me right, and maybe I'm thinking of a different one, you had to sit in a row. You couldn't sit side by side. And she kept on saying, I'm okay. Because we were worried she was a little bit too young to be doing that ride. Anyway, a long time ago. All right, I am going to stop right there because this is in the middle of chapter 10, but we only have chapter 11 to go, and that will be the last video. Hope you're enjoying it.